Greeting everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to explain a French family film called Wolf and Lion, released in the year 2021. This movie is based on a true story in Canada about a wolf and a lion. The lion cubs are kept as pets. When the two of them run to the street to find food, and you must be wondering why the police don't arrest them. Let's keep going with this story. Spoilers ahead. Stay safe and have fun. At the beginning of the movie, we see a lion cub reappears in a bird's nest. This is really unnatural, but it already happened. Following that, we see a female bird, Mac, also the mother of this nest, quickly returned to one leg, kicking the lion cub out of her property. The newly born little lion fell into the arms of a girl named Alma, the main character of the movie. A few days ago, her grandfather has passed away. Alma was brought here to attend his funeral. She was his only relative. He had a lifetime of being very poor, leaving only a private island for Alma. Since the island is covered with a large forest, it appears to be a paradise for Alma. You guys must be wondering why the lion cub is on the bird's nest, right? Well, the lion lives in the wild forest because it was illegally hunted by humans and sold to the zoo, which then brought it on a plane for transportation. But on that day, the city's thunderstorm occurred at night, destroying the plane and carrying the lion to this island. Because it just fell from the plane, hence he didn't know how to deal with this newly environment. That's why Alma had to bring it back home. While Alma held the lion cub, it had no idea what had happened. At the same time, the lion cub was hungry and asked for food. Alma takes it to her home, then goes out to find food for it. She came across another wolf on the way. Comparable, this is no ordinary wolf, but an endangered dire wolf. At the same time, two men hid a trap and prepared to capture it. They are zoologists who caught this dire wolf and brought it back to study. Alma didn't expect the dire wolf to be so smart. It broke the green net with its teeth and escaped. It's unbelievable, but Alma knew that this was the white wolf that Grandpa mentioned, so she took his grandfather's coat and gave it to the dire wolf to send it to the dire wolf. Then she helped dire wolf cut the net. Dire wolf got out of trouble very quickly and ran into the deep forest. After that, the man had come, and Alma had told the two of them to get out of here because this was her own land. When Alma got home, the dire wolf followed her and stepped inside. It looked like it was carrying a wolf cub in its mouth. While the house became chaotic from the howling of wolves, lions also roared. Grandpa didn't leave her an island, but rather liked to leave her with a zoo that was briefly overwhelmed. She could also ask a friend of her grandpa for help. His name is Joe. He lives on the island next door. Last night, after the plane crashed, the people reported it to the police. The lion cub can confront the ranger for questioning. That's why Alma had to hide the truth, because her fear was that the circus would mistreat the animals. Therefore, she didn't want to give the lion cubs to be dangerous. Then the police gave Alma a business card and left. It became a big issue for Alma raising this lion. At night, the dire wolf was nursing her wolf cub. When the uninvited lion cub laid down and suckled with the wolf cub, the kind mother wolf didn't chase it away. Alma also started life with 3 cubs to save them here. She opened all the doors in the house to create conditions for the mother wolf to go out to feed whenever the two of them were left naughty. The lion cub and wolf cub were around Alma, as well as she had enjoyable with them the entire day. At first, she didn't plan to be on this island, but the arrival of the dire wolf and the lion changed her mind. Alma has loved the piano since childhood, and she also had 2 little animals that liked to eat all day. When she saw a dirt wolf book that should be given to the lion cub, she called it the baby lion, and then the dire wolf called. Snow, who loves to eat, plays the piano for her. After that, winter season will come. Grandpa Joe and Alma brought back a lot of frozen meat from the island. Grandpa Joe also banned a sign warning that the house had ferocious dogs. Time has passed. Wolf cubs and lions gradually reveal that any stranger who comes near them will be angry and angry. Time flies so quick that a year has passed since Alma's care. These 2 little ones are now grown up. The initially was worried about helping. Right below are some wild pets to maintain at house. It is really harmful. Daily, Grandpa Joe made a contract with Alma. He called her Lucky too. First and foremost, it's a separate island where normally very few people visit the island. Second, the lion and dire wolf had to act like they were cats and dogs in the house. Spring has finally come. One mother and her daughter traveled to this island. Her daughter is attracted to the flowers on the island and wants to go there to pick flowers. Mommy seeing this sign as a private island. She did not agree that the beautiful daughter who defied her mother's advice insisted on running to the shore. The lion had smelled like a stranger, then it hurried out. Meanwhile, Alma recognized something was wrong, so she hurried over Toto's stop. Since the haste caused her to slip, her head hit the rock, as well as she fell unconscious. Later, the mother and daughter left happily after picking the flowers, and then they left. The lion as well as Wolf decided to find help. Whereas Grandpa Joe cared about Alma because she didn't go back home. Two animals near Alma will try to wake her, but she was still not moving. The two animals roared into the sky. The temperature in the forest dropped rapidly. They were on the verge of death and didn't leave the Alma. They used their own heat to warm her up and couldn't get Alma's phone. In the morning the next day, Grandpa Joe hurriedly went to the boat to check with his intuition. He just saw from afar that the snow and the lion had come together here. Grandpa Joe, hurry up and save them. He saw Alma lying on the ground, and next to her were the other two animals, so he didn't dare approach. He had called the police to come surround them, and then it was like taking Alma to the hospital. The doctor said that she didn't expect the two animals to help her warm up. She probably wouldn't have survived that night. She also blamed people after the police caught the two animals. The two wild animals immediately gave them to a zoologist to study. Zoologist very happy because it didn't take any effort to capture it. It was the circus's lion cub, so the circus owner had come. On the other hand, the lion most likely to see a strange man, and lion only understood the heart of the proprietor. The owner of the circus, named Alan, was excited because he was about to take it to the show. But his son, on the contrary, appeared to understand the lion. His son, named Rafa, knew this lion must be very stressed. So, he played the song he liked to the lion, and it was strange that the lion, when listening to the music, obediently lay down and didn't make any mistakes. This is Eli. Meanwhile, he is an animal researcher. Whereas a wolf is kept in a zoo, the wolf has met his mother. And the poor lion had been in a cramped cage, tamed by the circus. Rafa, who saw this scene, was extremely heartbroken because his father brutally tortured a poor lion. When Alma was sitting in the back seat, she called out to Grandpa Joe. Then she escaped from the hospital. Both of them instantly most likely to the police station to find both pets. However, she was reported as maintaining wild pets unlawfully. So, the police refused to provide her. To find information on animals, Alma decided to rely on her own to find them. She immediately called to inspect the breeding facility in England. The science of hunting direwolves, so Eli said that the wolf has a place called It's a New Home. So Alma doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But still, the lion could be abused in a movie theater. She decided to drive to find it. In the meantime, she had stopped at one place. This location has little bit lions. However, the lion that remains in the movie theater was mocked by the target market as a clown rather. Only half a month later, the lion was no longer arrogant as before, but became gentle in the circus. Because Alan wanted to keep him quiet, he gave the lion a lot of tranquilizers. The lion slowly became a participant of the circus. Daily they sent out it bent on perform. The circus has returned, today passed by the werewolf facility in the Iron Mountains. The wolf was very excited to see the lion in the car. At night, it takes a dug a hole in the ground and then escape. The wolf followed the lion's scent all night until early morning. Snow finally reached the circus and had to rescue the lion. It's been tried many times in a row, like brothers and sisters. Both animals bite their teeth, but still can't unwrap the rope. It was like seeing the owner of the circus go out with his son to see the lion. Snow hastily hid in a tree when the master opened his lock. Snow drew the lion's attention once more. Take this opportunity to lion out attacks on its own circus. Snow had run away, and the lion escaped with it. What a smart boy. Like a real wolf, it's celebrated with a celebratory high five. The zoologist discovered it. He didn't understand why this wolf was so smart, and immediately went to the island. It's because the dire wolf is very loyal. All its life, it only accepted one person as its master. Eli thinks the wolf is going to find its owner. Alma still hates this guy who took the dirt wolf, and he even gave up on the lion. As a result, the zoology. He knew he'd made a mistake, so he begged Alma to give him another chance for their sins. Alma said that these animals are brothers who have lived together since childhood. Alma did not expect these wild animals to be able to live faithfully with each other. Luckily, Eli has a locator on the direwolf's necklace, so they can easily find it before the police know that the direwolf has escaped. Alma worries because direwolf nurtured by feeding cans, and it's hard to survive in the wild. Anna's fears quickly come to light. Snow and the lions. After hiding in the forest, they can't hunt. They can only steal food in the city. They take advantage at night by sneaking into the supermarket and enjoy the food. The shopkeeper saw 2 animals and was very scared. But 2 animals quickly left after eating the meal. They were running around the city just like the usual pets. Many people are scared, and all the doors to the house are closed. The police quickly received the news and sent a large army into the mountains. At the same time, circus owner and his son were out to find an animal. And he also used to be the boss of taming the animals year-round, so he had experience of tracking his footsteps very quickly. As a result, Circus found the shadow of a lion. When he raised the gun and shot, a black figure suddenly jumped in front of the lion. It was a dire wolf. It was hit by the bullets. Anesthetized lying on the ground, the lion jumped, scared, jumped up and disappeared. The circus wrote this medicine because he was afraid that the snow would not be able to bear it. So he told his son to give an antidote to the dire wolf, and then they left. The lion immediately returned to his brother, and it tried to help the wolf. At that time, Alan and his son went to eat at a restaurant. Then Alma and Eli met them because the signal from the GPS ring was on the boy. The circus owner still denied it. He wouldn't know which tiger came out. The boy was worried his father would hurt the lion, so he quietly told the 2 of them about the jungle where the lion cub was hiding. The jungle didn't. This is too large, and right now the lion is afraid it will not be easy to find. A few minutes later, the lion appeared, and Alma dashed over to meet it. But the lion turned around and disappeared into the forest. Because the lion wanted Alma to see that the wolf was injured. Alma finally found the dire wolf lying on the ground and brought it to a safe place. Alma says to Eli and Rifa that the important thing is how to get both of its homes safely. Suddenly, the circus owner threatens them with guns, but he saw his son and regrets his actions. He realized what he had done was wrong. Then the father and son hugged each other and left. Later, the forest was crowded at this time because the police chased the lion and dire wolf. Alma and her animals had passed through the trees very quickly until the lake opposite their house, but at that very moment, the police were still searching for a way to kill the lion. Alma encourages the lion to come home with her. But after that, the lion quietly walked into the forest and disappeared, leaving Alma and the dire wolf swimming straight towards the house, and hearing the gunshots that made Alma feel pain. Maybe this time she won't see the lion again. The wolf's knowledge that his brother would not be able to return home made the wolf desperate. When Alma heard a noise coming from near the house, it meant the lion was running to the house before her. If Alma does not give permission to enter her private property, even the police are unable to enter, and the police have left. Now 2 animals return home after a long journey is happy pets running and playing around the garden. And it's also love for everybody in Alma's life. Ever since she gave a concert, Eli has fallen in love with Alma. She also invited everyone in town to attend. And the police also recognized the lion and the wolf as members of the Alma family. Alma decided to stay on the island forever to protect the dire wolf and the lion. From now on, no one can separate them from each other. My interesting about movie, The Wolf and the Lion, is an amazing adventure film. Because society is becoming increasingly chaotic, people's hearts are becoming more and more complicated. In addition, it's also a real story about a wolf cub and a lion cub who were suddenly lost from their mother and shelter. Both of them were roaming around in the Canadian wilderness when they fortunately met a young girl. She rescued animals. And now the girl has raised an adult wolf and a lion. That was all from the video. I hope you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching.